Guys, first of all, thanks for coming around. Brilliant to see you all. Nothing like a get-together with the guys. Blokes. Okay. Some of you might know that over the last few months I've been suffering quite a bit with my back. It's a long-standing problem. I had some deteriorating discs in my back going back 3 or 4 years. However, when the specialist took a look at me this time round, he saw some suspicious things on my spine, and I won't go into the ins and outs of it, all the ins and outs of it, but he suspected that it was probably cancerous deposits from somewhere in my body. I've had various scans and stuff. The first scan I had was a bone scan, and I had that on a Friday, and some of you might remember in church that I wanted to share something with you all, and that was the fact that I woke up in the early hours of Sunday morning. That's the very Sunday morning that I went to church, and obviously I was concerned the fact that the bone scan had showed that it had gone to my bones, my pelvis. And I had the most amazing feeling when I woke up. I was concerned, but I thought, hey, you know, it was true, what I would call a true wake up from God, because he said to me that he was a faithful God to me, and I just trusted in him, and I handed everything across at the time. That's what I said to myself. I was half awake, half asleep. I said, okay, God, I'm going to hand this across to you. Of course you're a faithful God, you know. I've forgotten sometimes that you are such a faithful God. And I went into church that day, and it was absolutely great. I felt so good going into church. And Bob did a talk. I can't remember what psalm it was. Can you remember what psalm it was that Bob did? Okay, it's Carl, at least. But still, I won't tell Bob if you can remember.
I was at Sunday school.
Oh yeah, you were, weren't you? And after what Bob had said, I just felt I could really share it with you all. I'm not that good at sharing things, I'm afraid. Sharing my thoughts and my feelings. But anyway, that was the first thing that happened to me. A wonderful experience. And then I've gone on and I've had various scans to different parts of my body and various blood tests and things. And it turns out that I've got cancer of the pancreas, which is not a great cancer to have. And they've given me about 6 months to live. But I am so trusting in Jesus that, believe you me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter one little bit that I've got 6 months to live. The only thing I'm concerned about is the people that I'm going to leave behind and the people that are going to miss me. But even down to when the specialist told me, he said, you know, 6 months, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. I said, no, I'm not bothered. I said, I'm a Christian, I trust in God, so it's not such bad news. Unfortunately, my wife was there and she was very upset. So. But there's lots that I've thought about since this news came to me, but I'm completely settled within myself. But I've thought about things, and I thought something the other night, which I thought, well, I actually told my wife this. I've got 6 months to live. I know, roughly, when I'm going to die. If this kills me and a bus doesn't kill me. But very few people have got that luxury. If luxury is the right word. And as I said to Vicky, okay, I've got 6 months to live. But Jesus could return within that 6 months' time. You know, I might not die of cancer. And also, I don't want to get morbid about it, guys, but one of you in this room could well die before I die. And so, all my thoughts, what I'm thinking is that I hope through my experiences now, it can just be a sort of gentle reminder to everybody, a gentle nudge to everybody, you know, that you know, Jesus is there, and just make sure that you're right with him, because it can happen just like that. And as I say, I know roughly when I'm going to die, and I thank God for that. I thank God that I'm going this way, in actual fact, because I needed that wake-up call. I needed God to remind me that He is there, that He is a caring and trusting God, and that I must trust in Jesus. So yeah, guys, I think that's all I want to say. I'd just like to reinforce what I said, though, is that I'm really not bothered. I'm really, I've got that trust now, and I just can't say any more than that. It's difficult to put into words, but I'm happy. I'm so happy that it is happening this way. And in a way, it's good, although obviously my children are going to be upset. We haven't told all of them yet. They're coming down this weekend. And I'm going to be worried about them, and as I said before, leaving them behind. But I'm perfectly at ease with it all, and trusting Jesus every day. And sometimes I'm going through one or two things at the moment, the drugs that I'm taking. I had to have some radiotherapy to zap my hip to take some of the pain away. So there's lots of things that are happening where I'm not feeling too good, but I hope that will improve before I will sort of obviously deteriorate over a period of time. But I just want things to be normal. I just want to go to church normally. I want everybody to react to me normally. Any questions you want to ask me, please do, because if I can help anybody serving Christ, then I will through my experiences. So that's it.